I mean, instead of worrying about Canelo fighting Benavidez or Canelo and PBC, and things that aren't going to happen at this point, let's put all our focus on a fight that's actually been made and something that's actually going on and all the possibilities that may come with it. Because if Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney's little Super Bowl run-in wasn't the most cringe thing boxing fans have seen so far this year, I know Teofimo Lopez is somewhere wiping sweat after his victory speech a couple weeks ago. Now, whether you believe that whole Haney-Garcia altercation was real or staged, the fact of the matter is this: even if these motherfuckers did look like a scene from Cobra Kai, like I know, we are all still more invested into the buildup of that fight. And regardless of anyone's opinion, we're actually getting one of the fights that we wanted. Now, just as long as the issue with the bout's location doesn't get blown out of proportion by either of the two in an attempt to pull out, I'm sure it's a lot. Barclays Center in New York, MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas, what difference does it make when they're both going to be getting the bag anyway? I get that Garcia may be trying to secure a couple more million with pushing for it to be moved to Vegas, which does make sense from a business standpoint, but either way, at the end of the day, just as long as Garcia isn't doing this to plan an escape, like I'm sure Devin Haney would like to think, we gotta give props to Ryan for actually making the fights people want to see, and credit to Devin for becoming a champion at 140 and accepting whatever smoke comes his way. I know we can't be cynical about the decisions fighters make, and I want to be confident when two guys get together to bring us product. But things like this here that the social media world creates and all the confusion that could come along with it, listen, I don't know what this recent post from Ryan Garcia means and if there's any ulterior motive going on behind it, but I'm sure this kid is no fool, and he for damn sure knows how this can come across to certain fans and spectators. He has a right to post whatever he feels, and I'm sure a fight with Sean Riff Raff O'Malley would make a lot of money for him. Garcia is probably being a businessman, and he could be working on his plan B just in case Devin embarrasses him. But if that is the case, why wouldn't he? Garcia is expected to make anywhere between 80 million and 100 million after this fight with Haney. So if Dana White decides to answer the call later this year or early next year, which very well may be a possibility, who can blame Ryan for making such a move? Yes, he will get dragged in an MMA fight. Yes, he should force his hand to make it an exhibition instead. But shit, you'd be fucking bonkers to let that type of money walk away. And even if Ryan does get beat the fuck up, I'm sure we all will say he dared to be great, right? For the time being though, the brochure on this journey says Haney vs. Garcia, and April 20th can't come soon enough. Given the history Haney and Garcia both have, this fight might as well be marketed as Game 7, being that the two are 3-3 in the amateurs. Some people think Haney will box Garcia's ears off, while others believe that Ryan Garcia's power will be the difference maker here. I can tell you one thing, both have a chance to do something that the superstar Tank hasn't done, and that's not only getting there with Devin Haney to defeat a Devin Haney, but also fight and defeat Ryan Garcia at a weight class where he feels strongest, 140. And speaking of Tank, this fight that's slated for June with Frank Martin is actually some pretty big news. This would be Tank's return fight since he's faced Ryan Garcia and was incarcerated for 2.5 months last year. So much can come full circle since then, and I'm here for it all. Pop off.